Hello everyone, welcome back to Mikey Reacts. If you're new here, don't forget already to like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Now, if you're not new here, you will have noticed that I've done a few Prager U reaction videos. I actually quite like their content. They seem really informative. I've done, I think, a couple on Thanksgiving. Anyway, this is to do with politics and sports, and I seen it come up on my feed, and I thought it'd be really interesting because obviously there is now politics, and it has been for a few years now. Politics has now gained its way in sports with people like LeBron James and Brittany Griner and all these people, and Megan Rapinoe. I'm very much in, what's his name? Colin Kapernick in football as well. So I wanted to see what Prager U had to say about it, and the title was Politics and Sports, Keep Your Hands Off My Football. I think this should be really interesting, so I want to see what they have to say. I probably agree with quite a lot of it, and I'm sure you will too. So let's get to it. Again, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content. Also, if you want to see more in-depth videos like this, but with more of my thoughts attached to them, more surrounding politics, history, and culture in the United States, head over to Patreon. The link is down below in the description. It's just $5 per month, guys. So head over there, and I'll see you there, hopefully. Let's get to this video.
When did sports get so political?
Right.
When did ESPN become MSNBC? When did Colin Kaepernick become Mahatma Gandhi? I love sports. I always have. Growing up, I played every sport I could. Michael Jordan and Bo Jackson posters adorn the walls of my bedroom. Sports remains my passion, and for 2 decades has been my career. I love that sports allows us a break from daily worries, to lose ourselves in the game.
That's a really good point. For a lot of people, sports is their relaxation time, their getaway time. So what he's saying is true.
Where the rules are clear, where talent reigns supreme, and surprise is always possible. And I love sports not only for my own selfish reasons, but for what it does for the nation. Sports brings together people of all backgrounds to root for the home team. No other form of entertainment does this.
That's true.
Sure, a movie might be great, but you don't see Democrats and Republicans hugging and high-fiving after watching Tropic Thunder. I'm not done. Sports are a living civics lesson. Think about it. Every team represents its community, a city, a college, a high school. It is, after all, the New York Yankees. The player who wears the team uniform represents that community. Now let's take it one step further. A soldier, also in uniform, represents his country.
Yeah.
He is a member, in effect, of the nation's team. The flag and the anthem are symbols of that team. That's why every professional sports event in America begins with the national anthem. When you stand for the anthem, you are not only cheering for the home team, but for the nation.
Yeah.
In short, we begin every sports contest united. Then, of course, it's game on. But the lesson has been taught. Unfortunately, the unifying power of sports is being trashed. Who's responsible? The worst culprits are, ironically, the very people who cover sports in the first place. The sports media. How did this happen? There are, of course, many factors. But a good place to start is with 4 letters. ESPN. 24/7 sports news and highlights, every fan's dream.
Yeah.
That is, until a few years ago, that's when ESPN realized that it was losing its clout. Their answer? A new approach. Sports mixed with politics.
Yeah, see, yeah, doesn't make sense at all.
ESPN replaced ratings bonuses with diversity bonuses, gave woke analysts like Jamel Hill, Max Kellerman, and Bomani Jones their own shows, and an anti-American former backup quarterback, Colin Kaepernick, more airtime than he got playing time.
That's very true. And that's something that's always really annoyed me. You know, there are people that have studied economics, sociology, whatever it might be, at a really high level, and are to a certain extent qualified to speak on certain issues that are, you know, so just issues, political issues, whatever it may be. football players aren't. I love football players who just love the sport and that's it. Look at Patrick Mahomes. You know why I love Patrick Mahomes? Because he is an incredible quarterback. One of the best there's ever been. Definitely the best currently in the NFL, and he is a dedicated young man to his sport. You know, he talks about it, he plays it incredibly well, he's an amazing leader. That's why I respect him. If he started talking about politics, I wouldn't listen to him, because he's an incredible sportsman, but I don't have any interest in his politics.
And because ESPN leads the field, much of the sports media followed suit. The result? When you go to the sports section of USA Today or Yahoo or even Sports Illustrated, you're as likely to read about players' thoughts on the president as you are about their thoughts on the game.
That's interesting.
Here's how insane this has gotten. In August 2017, ESPN pulled 40-year-old Asian American play-by-play announcer Robert Lee from calling a University of Virginia college football game in Charlottesville, Virginia. Why?
Because of his name. Because of his name. Really?
As in the wake of the violent Charlottesville protests surrounding the removal of the statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee, ESPN didn't want to trigger its viewers.
Oh my God.
So an Asian American named Robert Lee couldn't comment on a game because of an incident involving a statue of Robert E. Lee. No, I'm not kidding. You'd think that sports reporters, the guys who eat, drink, and sleep sports, wouldn't put up with this nonsense. That they know politics has no place on the field. But you'd be wrong. They're just as political as their news desk colleagues. Why? Because they're afraid of being called racist or sexist, because they want to be friends with the athletes, because they want to think of themselves as serious journalists, and because they come from...
You can be a serious journalist, but you can be a serious sports journalist. That's your job. And personally, I think that'd be an even more interesting job, covering sports, than politics at the moment. Politics just seems like a pile of quicksand that you get stuck in and there's no way out. But sports is sports, man.
The same journalism schools as the political reporters. And because, yes, they're overwhelmingly on the left. Sorry, that's just a fact. Over 80% of sports journalists, according to a survey from the Big Lead, voted for Hillary Clinton in the 2016 election. Wow. Less than 4% voted for the other candidate, you know, the guy who actually won.
Wow.
And do we know who those 4% are? Of course not. They want to keep their jobs. So how's this new business strategy working out for ESPN? Since 2011, the network's been losing about 2 million subscribers per year. It hasn't turned out any better for the NFL. The league has lost nearly 20% of its viewership since 2016.
It's a real big shame. It's a real big shame. So I think the sport's amazing. The league is amazing. There's some amazing teams, especially emerging this year. Some amazing new players in the draft. But, you know, I like college ball because it doesn't get political. You don't really see that. But anyway.
But you don't see me celebrating. We need sports. We need that break from our everyday cares.
Yeah, we do.
We need its unique ability to unite our communities, our nation. We need the civics lesson. What else brings Americans together? It certainly isn't politics.
No.
I'm Clay Travis, host of Outkick the Show for Prager University.
He makes a really good point there, because the United States at the moment is almost more divided than it's ever been in terms of its politics and opposing parties and political views. And that can happen in a nation, and that's totally fine to a certain extent, as long as the correct policies and the correct ideologies really emerge. But what I will say is, like you were saying, Democrat, Republican, whatever you may be, communist or hard capitalist, everyone enjoys going to watch a football game. Everyone enjoys supporting their team, whether it's college ball, the NFL, or even junior college football or high school football, watching your kid play football. It's just sports, man. Enjoy it. It is two people, or a team of two teams competing to see who is the most athletic, who can make the best plays, who has the most sort of football intelligent quarterback, the person who can create plays, who can really drive a team. They're looking at skill and ability and physical fitness. Politics shouldn't play a part. It shouldn't use that as a stage to beat people with a political stick, you know? Just play the sport. Let the players play the sport without having to talk about diversity or whatever it may be. Anyway, that's my take. I wonder what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoy this kind of video, let me know. I'm happy to do even more videos like this. I really like Prager U and I like reacting to anything sports, really. So let me know down in the comments. And I really look forward to seeing you guys next time. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoy the content and subscribe to the channel. There'll be more videos like this and also loads of videos that I've already put out that you're welcome to have a look at. You'll absolutely love them. Also, don't forget, Patreon is down below in the description. It's just $5 per month. And you can see more content like this, but more in depth. So guys, I'll see you in the next one. Have a fantastic day.